Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to another episode of Cheers to Health. Of course, you got to have me, that bad man with the mustache, Brian Torres, and I got to have Omar Torres with me. And who we have here today is a special guest, undefeated, 11-0, Manny, the El Trompo Moreno.
Yeah. I appreciate y'all.
Dude, I'm so excited, Manny.
Yo,
Like I said, I've been binge watching your stuff for the past 2 days.
I
I feel like a
appreciate that.
stalker, man.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, man, there's some good stuff in there. I was like, dang, this dude's got some stuff going on there.
Yeah, we got a lot in
Shoot.
the toolbox, man. We're able to
There we
do it
go.
all.
One fight that I was watching of you, Manny, was the Silva fight. Do you remember that one?
Okay, yeah, that was my pro debut. My pro
See, and
debut. Yes, sir.
I did not know that was your pro debut till I looked at your record and I seen that Silva was all the way the first one there. But my gosh, man, I
Yeah.
thought you was a veteran in there putting the work on him, and he looked like you was hitting him with everything you had to. My guy was not going down.
Yeah.
How was that fight for you?
No, yeah, he was
especially being your debut.
it was definitely a tough opponent, especially starting off like that as my debut. It was a hard time like finding an opponent for me at the weight class I wanted to be at because I usually fight at my regular normal weight is 118, and that fight wasn't at 118, nowhere near 118.
Yeah.
So we just ended up taking it. We trusted our skill, and we just did our thing. But yeah, he was definitely a tough opponent. He was a lot heavier than me, so we just had to play it smart, and that's what we did.
And you played it very
Nice.
smart, man. Very smart. Like I said, you was in control, but wasn't putting yourself in any harm's way because it didn't really look like he had the power advantage over you. Because when you was hitting him, man, I felt like I could feel it.
Right. Yeah. No, it's like I tell everybody. I've been doing this boxing since I was 6 years old. So I've been in the ring with multiple people, multiple national champions, with multiple professionals, and I've been hit by people with different sizes and a lot more bigger people. You know what I'm saying? So it didn't really affect me in any way.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of
Yeah,
that,
Once
I
I knew,
seen your record, your amateur record, 151 fights,
yeah,
wins with only 15. That's crazy, man. So yeah,
yeah, I appreciate that.
you've been in the game for a minute, and it shows. Like I said, because when you was
Yeah,
in there
we the
versus
real
Silva,
deal. Yeah, we're the real deal.
that's a
that's what I'm
fact.
talking about. Yeah. So coming in this weekend to OKC, what's this fight mean to you, man?
It means a lot, man. Every fight means a lot to me, of course. I look at every fight like it could be my last fight. We train like it as well. And we're really excited to be fighting in home one more time. But it's actually gonna be like our last close to home fight. And so we're trying to make it a big one and just get all my people to go out there and, watch me one final time because, we got some big plans for the future. So yeah, it means a lot. Like I said, I think every fight that I take is important. So I don't underestimate any opponent. It could be anybody because in them 8-ounce gloves, one shot can change everything. So we're coming in sharp and we're coming in ready.
Go. Yeah.
Yeah, and your pro fight was
So would you say?
at the same place, wasn't it?
My first, yes, sir. Yeah, it was.
Yeah. So come back. Like I said, you got a lot of fans here in Oklahoma. Man, I didn't even know that until, like, again, I was looking you up, and everybody was like, "Okay, so is this? Would you consider this like your second home?"
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, most definitely. I mean, I've had probably like 4 or 5 fights in Oklahoma, so like 6 fights in Oklahoma, and the crowd, just the energy that the crowd brings, it's unbelievable, man. You know what I'm saying? It's heartwarming. They've been showing the support, so
Absolutely.
it's definitely, yeah, it's definitely like fighting at home.
Yes, good. Omar, were you gonna say something?
Yes, sir. Oh no. So, dude, so you're from Wichita Falls,
Born
right?
and raised.
Dang, dude, I've been through them parts. Okay.
Yeah.
There's not a lot to do, honestly, man.
Nope. There ain't.
But
There
I'm
ain't really
glad you
much to
got
do
into
out here.
something that's actually, being active and doing things, because that's what we're all about.
Yeah.
Another thing,
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
no, I was gonna say another thing that we're big about is community and having those people around us, kind of propping us up, making sure we succeed.
Right.
How is that impacting to your boxing career?
It's great, man. Since the get go, like I've had a big support system. The people around me, and just everywhere I go, it's always that. It's always somebody saying, showing that support. So that the community, like here in Wichita Falls, like it's always been big on me. So the love has always been shown. You know what I'm saying? And
There we go.
I think that's what like it's all about. You know what I'm saying? So,
Manny,
Nice.
I appreciate the humbleness. I do, man. I do. But Let them know what that community has really done for you, man. I seen that. What day is it? July 1st. What day is July 1st?
Yeah. It's my day.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's Trompo Moreno Day. Yeah,
Dang.
they gave me a proclamation and the key to the city, the key to the city. So
Wow.
like I said, Wichita Falls, it's the love is there.
Yes,
The community, they're there to lift me up, and it's great, man.
That's
absolutely, man. I
awesome.
love that, and I love to hear that, man. Like I
Do
said, the
you
support system is it really helps out, on those days. But it's always good to have them 24/7.
Yes,
So that
sir.
really means
Yeah.
a lot.
Yep. Yeah.
Hey, Manny, so
Yes, sir.
what would you say is your biggest inspiration to become a boxer or to even, start it and then keep on going?
Uh, I would say just the people that's been there for me since the beginning. Like my parents, my team. Just all the hours and time spent on like being with me and trying to make my dream come true. I feel like
Yes, sir.
that has to be like my biggest inspiration, just because I feel like I can't let those people down. You know what I'm saying? Like I have to give it back all in return. So, that's
Yep.
just every fight that I go in, like, it's always me fighting for something. It ain't and it's also the love for the sport. I love the sport. Like it's I can't go without it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's what I love to do. And but there's always that one thing in the back of my head, like going into the ring, that like, hey, you gotta do this, you gotta win, like you gotta make it to the top. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's the inspiration right there.
Yeah,
That's the motivation that I
exactly.
have to have, to be able to get to where I'm going and where I want to get.
Absolutely. I
Yes,
love that
sir.
mentality, man. I
Gotta
love
have
that.
that drive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. Is there somebody specifically in the boxing world that you try to emulate or kind of look up to?
There's definitely people that like I grew up. There's definitely boxers that I grew up, watching, and like, oh, like I want what they want and stuff like that. Like, I'm a big fan of Canelo Alvarez, and just a lot of old school fighters like Chavez, and like I said, like going back to what I said, winning everything that they have, like Floyd Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? Like there's fighters like that I've watched growing up, but I'm at the end of the day, like I'm my own person, and
Yes.
I'm what I'm saying. I'm my own person, and I'm fighting for myself, and I'm gonna get to where I'm gonna get, you know, because
There we
of
go.
that mentality. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not
Absolutely.
Hmm.
looking up. I'm not saying like, hey, I want to be just like him. Nah. I'm gonna be better
Yep.
than them.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be
Exactly.
better than them.
There we go.
Yes.
So
What I'm saying, dude. Yes. I
That's what I
love it.
like to hear.
I love it,
yeah.
dude.
So September 27th, man, you are the main event. Does that add any extra pressure to you?
Yep. Not really. I've been main event a couple times now, and I'm truly grateful. I'm grateful for it, and it's no pressure. Like I said, I've been doing this my whole life, and we prepare ourselves well. I trust in my team. I trust in my skill and my talent, and everything's there to get the job done. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? So the main event, it's no pressure on us. We know what we go in there to do, and we get it done.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, you do, man. Yes, you do. And that's awesome. So I'm gonna kind of go off script here. So your
Go
last
ahead.
fight, man, can you tell me about that whole experience? Because it was with the zone, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell me just a
It
little
was
bit
with
about that, man? Like I said, I've been deep diving in you, but I don't want to go too far back. But I know this last fight was a pretty big fight. I mean, did you have cameras following
yeah.
you around for quite a bit?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, everywhere. Like my last fight, I would say it's like it was like my biggest fight so far, like that I've had in my career. Just
Yes.
because it was undefeated against undefeated. He was 14-0, I was 10-0. And it was just like it was a huge fight. It was a big fight to me, and it was for the WBA Continental belts.
Yeah.
We worked our ass off for it. You
And
know
who
what I'm
got that
saying?
belt?
But
Who
yeah,
got that belt?
the pressure for that fight was definitely there. I did.
Yes,
I
sir.
did. Yeah, we got the job done.
Heck yeah.
Yep.
There it is.
That's too
Mm-hmm.
cool, man. I just love
And it's gonna
seeing
keep on
all
going.
like I feel
There
like
you
I've been
go.
watching
That's just
a
keep on
movie
going.
about you through your reels and through the YouTube and whatnot, man. And it honestly it motivates me and inspires me seeing all the great stuff that you've accomplished. And I know you just barely touching where you're gonna go, man. So I'm just so happy for you, brother. I really am.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Hey, so for people in the similar situations, okay? let's say some up and comer that is looking up to you. What kind of advice, what kind of information would you give them to, you know, keep going for that dream?
Man, just keep striving. I would tell that person like, hey, it's gonna get hard. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna get difficult. You're gonna want to quit. You're gonna want to stop. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna want to go home and just lay down, play video games. But man, just keep on going, keep on striving. Because at the end of that road, you're gonna find that light that you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna find it, and all you gotta do is just grab it. You know, you just gotta grab it. You know, there's a lot of talent out there. You know, in the boxing world, there's a lot of talent, and you know what? So, but it ain't about the talent. It's about the work ethic. So, you know, if you don't got work ethic, then
Exactly.
you ain't gonna be big in the sport. If you got work ethic, you know, you have everything you need to, you know, be a world champion. So, you know, I just tell that person to keep on going, stay disciplined, and you know, go chase that dream.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes,
Nice.
yes, man. It's so cool, man. Like I said, I'm still just blown away right now, just watching all this stuff about you. Just because when you land or when you throw just about any punch, man, there's so much power behind
Right.
everything you throw, brother. And I'm just like, how are these people standing up? Which hats off to them, but them body shots are my favorite. And I don't know how Silva took all
Yeah.
those body shots and just was climbing, bro. He just would not go down. I was like, bro, ain't no way. I'm sure he was feeling it for a while.
No, yeah, it's you know, all of our past fights, you know, we've actually hurt, you know, every single one of our opponents. You know, we just always play it so smart and cautious, you know, having that thing in the back saying like, "Hey, one punch can change everything." You know what
Yes.
I'm saying? And so we always, you know, we hurt them and sometimes we just don't finish them, but like lately we just been feeling real confident, you know, like stepping in the fighting my last fight against a 14-0 dude and taking his O away and taking the belt away like
Yep.
it just brought me completely up here, and like it showed me that like I'm on a whole completely different level than these other guys. Like
Yes.
honestly, like if I'm gonna be, you know, at some boys I can say this, like I don't feel like no one in my weight class can fuck with me. You know,
Good.
and I'm saying that respectfully. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying that
Nah, fuck
respectfully.
that.
So
No disrespect. No,
it's just
all the
yeah,
disrespect.
it just takes
Anybody can get it.
there you go. Yeah, anybody can get it, man. So, you know, we're just gonna keep on taking these baby steps and you know, we're gonna get there for sure. We're gonna get there.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Because even that
Yeah,
man,
man.
even that defense, bro,
Something
that dude just
something I've noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is you keep saying we. And whenever we watch boxing as a fan, we're just like, oh, it's just that guy. It's just,
Yeah.
either Canelo, Mayweather, whatever. But there's a whole team behind it,
yep.
you
No,
know?
I would just yeah,
So
just
that's awesome that you're like saying it like that instead of just being, centered on the number one guy. Yeah, you're the guy, but you need a team to help build that guy.
yeah, it's just like, you know, I've told it, man, it's funny that you say that because there's been a lot of people that have, you know, that have asked me that question, like, or they tell me, like, I've been on podcasts before and they always say, hey, you always say we. I'm like, yeah, I say we because it is we. It is me. I didn't get here by myself. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Like,
Yes,
if it
sir.
wasn't for my team, if it wasn't for my family, for my people, or the whole support system that I have, I wouldn't be where I am today. And that I'm saying that truthfully. You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
Hmm.
whenever I say we gonna make it to the top, we gonna get these belts. We as in my people and my team and all of us.
Love it.
Because if I win, we all win. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? If I eat,
Yes.
we all eat.
Man, I love that.
It's just the way I was taught, man. I'm Hispanic, I'm Mexican, and you know my people. I go to Mexico. I go to Mexico to visit my people every summer, and like it's real different. It's a different perspective than you know coming back to the states and you know seeing you know everything back so normal. You know what I'm saying? So it's just I guess it's just a little thing in my heart that just you know what I'm saying like I gotta take my people out.
Yeah. It's gratitude.
But I
Being
think
Yeah, there you
grateful.
it is a
go.
culture thing
That's
as
Yeah,
what we
well,
all
though.
need.
yeah,
'Cause I think Hispanics or Latin
for sure.
Americans
Yeah,
like to, we really do appreciate our family. That's what keeps us connected, you know?
yeah,
So that's really cool.
yeah. That's true.
Yes, sir. All right, man. Before we wrap it up, what can we expect from you this Saturday?
I feel bad for my opponent. Say
Mm,
that. I feel
mm.
bad for my opponent because we've been working our ass off, you know,
We
and
go.
I ain't gonna let nobody get in the way of what I want. So expect some fireworks,
Mhm.
expect some pops. You gonna see a show. You gonna see a show.
Yes.
You gonna see one hell of a show.
Yes,
Hell
sir.
yeah. That's what I'm
Yes,
Yeah.
talking
sir.
about, dude.
Well, Manny, again, thank you so much for coming on here. We do appreciate you, man. Like I said, I'm excited. I'm a life fan now, brother. I'm gonna keep tracking you.
Appreciate that, man. Yes, sir.
Congratulations to all the
Thank
great
you.
things you've
Thank
done and
y'all,
then
man.
are going to do, man. I know you
Yes,
are.
sir.
I appreciate
Yeah.
that. I appreciate that. That's love, man. That's love.
Yes, sir. Hey, cheers, dude.
Yes,
Cheers
sir.
to health.
I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all for having me